today we're going to be looking at yet another detail in the 3,000 square foot house that Matthew and I recently completed. We're going to stay in the kitchen. We're going to be looking at the wet bar, which if we look at the plan here, we can see that it's over here in the corner by the mudroom, and it has to incorporate a window in addition to some millwork. So let's go over to the house and see what Matthew has to say.
Let's have a look at some of the details that went into the design of the wet bar. Let's start by looking at the window. We have a really big side yard window, and we wanted to keep that because we needed natural light into the kitchen. But we also needed upper cabinet storage because we had to have a place to store our liquor bottles and our glasses. So we had to merge the two together, and this is what we came up with. We came up with this idea of having this upper cabinet that was also a display niche, right? So it was lined up with the bottom of the windowsill. And then we thickened the side gables of the upper cabinet to fill in what would typically be the window trim. So we filled that in right to the wall, made it flush with the doors, brought it all the way up to the ceiling and around like a tube. And the drop down from the ceiling allowed us to get that puck light in, which was enough space to get the electrical in so we could light this at night and have a nice display piece. The other thing that was really interesting to have a look at is we continued what we call the reverse toe kick, which is that little gap on the top of the pantry wall cabinetry across the top of the trim on the window. And that's really important because that allows any variation in the ceiling plane of the drywall not to be noticed within the millwork. So another interesting detail that we did was with the countertop. This is a really simple thing to do, and it's very easy to do. Rather than trying to come up with some sort of a backsplash detail, all we did was we took the composite granite countertop, which is 3/4 of an inch thick, and we added another plane of it on the back surface as our backsplash, so it looks like the counter folds up and over. We just siliconed all the joints to make it really clean.
So remember, sometimes you have to think outside the box when you're dealing with kitchen millwork. To learn more details about this house, go to our website, slowhomestudio.com.